Alright, I'm slowly but surely working my way up to making my own rye bread. I know it. The only problem is this grain mill I built doesn't actually have the capability to grind flour. The closest it can get is these oatmeal-shaped flakes, which I have successfully used in waffle batter at a 50-50 ratio with store-bought flour, but really what's the fun in that? So, today I'm going to experiment with some sprouted rye by putting it in the blender because this is softer than the grain, just dry. And we'll see if we can make some waffle batter that way. I've never tried this, but it seems like my best shot at making something bread-like out of rye at this point.
GreensandMachines.com.
So here are some grains that have sprouted. I decided to do away with that box contraption from the last video because it was too complicated and it wasn't even draining properly, so I just switched to the tried and true method of good old jars with screens and the lids that everyone else seems to be using. And it's so easy, you just soak them, drain them, and rinse them all in the same container. The only difference here was I didn't have any of those jars with the two-piece lids, so I just made my own by stabbing some holes in some peanut butter jar lids, which isn't the safest idea, but gets the job done. And I found this screen at a garage sale and I cut out the circles with the scissors. Will it blend? There's more. Old brushed motor smell. So it's kind of turning into this slurry. Oh no. Is my blender on fire? It seems like 50 years old. It should be able to last. So it seems persistence is overcoming resistance as it's getting closer to looking like batter, actually. Just letting the grains have it with the blender. And it keeps smoking and keeps smelling like something's burning, but it keeps working. Just don't want no burning plastic smell in my waffles. No. Now the only other ingredient I put in waffle batter besides flour is baking powder. Keep it simple, because I feel like the real flavor in waffles is what you top them with anyways. Let it know we're baking here. Whoa. It bubbled up a bit. Like more than usual. So there's some chemical reaction going on there. It appears to be making it more viscous, which is a good thing. That is foaming. Alright, we'll try it out. Had a bit of flashing out the side. That's a mold making term in case you don't know. And the stuff that did come out tasted really good, so fingers crossed this comes out great. Well, there we have it. It appears that half of the mass disappeared, and we have some waffle. Or at least a hollow version of it. I'll tell you this much, it tastes like rye. I'm not ready to give up. We'll try a pancake. Now I must say the stuff I've been scraping off the waffle iron is probably the best tasting stuff I've made with this rye. It tastes like pretzels, it tastes real toasty, it tastes like some really, really good cereal. It's the most rye tasting thing I've made with the rye so far, so I'm having hopes. So what I appeared to end up with is what I would describe as the refried beans equivalent of rye. It didn't turn into a pancake, obviously. Best I could do was just boil out most of the water and condense it into these bricks. Though I must say, it is delicious. Especially the film that gets stuck on the bottom of the pan and get all crispy. Pretzels. So the lesson today is, with rye, the darker and more crispy it gets, the more like rye it tastes. So I really got to work on finding a way to just toast some of this grain. Just grind it up or sprout it and just toast it. Make some cereal. That might be the next video. Alright, see you then.